Alright, this is baconman, and I am here to play some good old-fashioned Spelunky. I do know there's an Xbox Live Arcade Edition that I plan on picking up and playing really soon, because I've been a fan of the classic since, 2008? An unfortunate bug kind of hosed my save games here recently, so all my shortcuts are gone. I guess, it's just a bad idea to accidentally sacrifice 9 Yetis to the same altar at the same time. Anyways, I'm recovering little bit by bit my shortcuts and I actually had a win on it one time, which, oh my gosh, feels so amazing for as challenging as this game is. And it's not challenging because the game is hard or super complex. No. The genius in this game is that it's really easy to win, but it's even easier to lose. That's stuff that games like this and The Binding of Isaac really seem to get right. The scale it's just right. You can play it a good full playthrough. Takes maybe a good 30 to 40 minutes on most standard computers and game consoles. And, you don't have to worry about fiddling with save games besides your records. Ooh, okay, this is going to be in about... Well, fortunately, the PC edition lets you use the switch button. You see, you can kind of drop your bombs and ropes without using them, and then pick them back up. So, in the live version, you're going to have to be a little more creative about setting off some of these arrow traps. But the arrows do make great weapons. In fact, so does the key. So do flares. So do a lot of things in this game. Okay, I'm not going to be using very much of this arrow. Oh, yeah, see? It's super effective. Feels funny saying that, because I haven't really gotten into a Pokemon game since Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team, or even like one of the main titles since Gold and Silver. And there's my key that I can use to get the Uja Eye, which makes, buried gems visible, and there's another little secret that's tied to it, but you'll catch on when the time is right. But yeah, the dynamic level generation involved in this and The Binding of Isaac means you can't just memorize your way through the level, and you can't always just brute force it either. It's always a fresh, engaging experience. Another thing is how, the early levels, the basement and cellar or the mines here, it gives yourself a character creation phase where every playthrough is unique, kind of like you can do with Western RPGs. But instead of grinding a bunch of menus to get your character to get your character created and built. Wow, that's a lot of 2s. 22-2-2020. That's like something I do with my DDR score results. But like I was saying, the first set of levels always plays out like a character creation phase, but in a way where you're actually playing the game and not just navigating a bunch of menus and getting a bunch of gimmies. Well, I do not want to play with that arrow trap, so I'm going to bomb my way around it. Yeah, a programmer buddy of mine, Fruit, and I got together sometime, and I want to say around 2010, and we were making a Metroid kind of game in the veins of this, and I was helping with the level design and some of the weapon design, and he was the lead coder. He got all the physics and stuff in place. Stuff was super pro. Very simple, but very doable. And once I get my compiler back, re-registered, I definitely intend on completing a little more work in that. Some things I didn't get around to was implementing some different baddie types, kind of inspired from the 2 games. But the current stable version is available at sites.google.com/Gentrieve. I might do a playthrough of that here pretty soon. But then lately I've also been trying to make my own sort of level chunkery game, inspired somewhat between Sonic the Hedgehog, Mega Man, with a little bit of King of Fighters flair in it. Well, at least the cast seems to have that kind of personality vibe. Eventually I'd like to make a fighter like that too, because the first game development project I worked on was a recreation of the Street Fighter II engine with Fatal Fury characters, and it was a blast. Mostly got into character animation scripting, but that's a hard thing to really quantify as work experience, you know? On top of that, conditions here are piling, and I'm probably gonna have to get myself another day job here soon. Very soon. Before I run out of paper towels to wipe my butt with. In a way, it's really exciting to be working on a lot of things, and in a way, it's really, really exhausting to be too. So anyways, yeah, Spelunky was the first thing that led me to TIG Source, or the independent gamer source. It's mostly like for software developers and players that are obviously on a building it in your bedroom budget, which I am absolutely guilty of. In fact, I didn't even know indie was a thing until I went there. And man, that place has changed my life about the same way DDR has changed my real social life. You know, I've learned so much from a lot of the regulars there, like Derek Yu, Paul Hubens and Aries, Chevy Ray Johnson. There's just way too many to name. I mean, you can catch a few of them in Indie Game the Movie, which is a nice little documentary of how the actual lifestyle of creating these games is. It is hard, especially when you're making freeware prototypes that aren't even ready to be monetized yet. Because obviously you gotta playtest the crap out of these games to get balance and playability just right to the Spelunky-like level where you can release it on Xbox Live or Steam or PlayStation Network. Hey, he needs a whole lot of money for a new shortcut, and I'm not even up to 30,000. Well, I'm barely over half that, so there's no way I'm going to get what I need. So I'm just going to donate it all. And hope I don't find a shop that has something really cool in it that I can't swipe. Now, messing with shopkeepers. That is... alright. Not even relevant anymore, but hey, I made some Tunnel Man progress, so 21s and 22s. I don't just pick on shopkeepers out of the blue. I do something called risk assessment. I see if there's actual value in the stuff he's selling, and if I can afford it. If I can afford the stuff, sometimes I will buy it. Especially later in the jungle levels when I don't really need that much cash anymore. But if they have something really awesome, and there's a way I can dispatch them easily, then yes, I take a controlled stab at them. But I don't just whack every shopkeeper for the heck of it. That's a great way to lose a lot of plays on this game. Binding of Isaac doesn't even give you the option. But rest assured I would do that there too. Well, that's kind of how I use my keys for shops there. I check out my money and say, hey, is there anything I need that I could afford to get? And if there's not, I won't waste a key on it. That helps me conserve my keys for later levels too. Whee. Alright, I can get up there from below. What the heck? What just hit me? What just hit me? No, it wasn't that arrow trap that was just sitting there. Okay. Okay, that was... How did I not grab that wedge? Wow. Well, I guess 2 is gonna be my lucky number today. But yeah, Tig Source. Anyways, it is a delightfully positive community that may take its trolling a little too seriously if you catch them off guard one day. Oh, well. That was pretty good. Pretty bad. Really bad. Yeah, those boulder traps, they can be a little bit of a pain on classic Spelunky, but in the Xbox Live version, they turned up the velocity of that like crazy. I love it. But the only thing that I ran into was those impossibly dark rooms. Even in the jungle, just youch. If you're trying to take the key through the game and you run into a dark level, wow, how did I get so sucky at this game? Then yeah, you're kind of screwed. Ooh, I'll probably take this up to like 25 losses or a win. Oh man, I have gotten so rusty. Too much time developing, not enough time playing. That's another balancing factor that's hard to get into when you're a developer. A good balance between developing time and playing time. It's very easy to get carried away into one or the other and you end up weaving back and forth, which it's not bad, but it's not good because if you get into a good flow and you lose that flow, it's really hard to pick back up where you left off. If anyone's ever had a computer go out on them before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what? I do need some bombs. Don't have sticky bombs. Otherwise, I would just bomb him from below. That's usually what I find is the best way to get away. You know what? Ha 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 ha. See, and sometimes it's not even about killing the shopkeepers, sometimes it's just about outwitting them. Teleporter is a great tricky tool for that. Kinda wish I could have kept my Matic too, but oh well. Teleporter will let me zip through some areas. It's a lot handier than most people seem to recommend it being. Ow. Like here, I can just teleport under that and through that. Oh, come on, before the spider drops. Instead of having to fiddle with the traps. Oh, crap. Come on, get me out of this web. And that should take care of him. I've dropped my teleporter here so I can grab it easily. And now I have a nice tough choice. The teleporter or the shotgun. Honestly, I would take the teleporter, but not many people really get into using the teleporter because it does have a slight chance, if you use it incorrectly, of clipping you into walls and destroying you. I know Derek recommends the pitcher's mitt, which can be really fun when you get that. Spring shoes can be too, if you're really careful around spikes. Because I'll tell you what, when you get those spring shoes, nothing will kill you more certainly than jumping on spikes. Oh, and now I have someone at the door. Hello again, Lee. Anime Ass Kicker is joining me on this Spelunky play.
I didn't even know you were making a video.
Yes, I am. I just started a little bit ago.
Oh, okay.
I guess Marcus is going to be on his way sometime or another.
Always there.
Yeah, he seems to think there's bugs in the couch, and I'm not entirely doubting the possibility.
Oh, okay. Because I know you were wanting to, I guess you were wanting to, like, to dump that shit.
Yeah. Maybe just to make a little space. Anyway, we'll get into the details of that in a...
Because there's no way in hell we're going to get to Google on time. They close at like 4:45.
Anyway, yeah, I was about to illustrate item juggling, but an idiot me
Fucked it up.
just walked right into a dim bones and got totally snookered by that. And apparently I stood too close to that pot when I whipped it.
Nah.
There's what?
Where's Notro anyway?
He will be on his way shortly. He's got a little bit of stuff to take care of at his house.
Oh, I thought he was already here.
I thought he was going to be here first. He said you had like a couple things to take care of.
Which I do.
And that that you still do.
Well, I already did.
Oh, okay. But yeah, he mentioned that you had errands and that you might be a while.
Yep.
So I didn't know even if this was going to go down. Planning. The most certain way to make sure nothing goes right.
You absolutely need to dump that somewhere. I know the greatest spot.
I know there's a few around here. Well, I think I'm going to go one more. Wrap this up. Whee! More boulders.
Oh yeah, that freaking crack. Oh yeah, did you hear anything about that Marcus crashed that we crashed your game and that wiped everything?
Yeah, that was my game.
That really sucked balls. That sucked balls.
Yeah. So, pro tip for Spelunky players out there. Do not have a UFO land on 8 Yetis and then have them all sacrificed to Callie at the same time. Unless you really don't care about your records. Strangely enough, it kept my button settings and options. So...
Well, like pro tip, don't let Nostradamus play your game. He will glitch goblet it.
No kidding.
Not even deliberately either. Not even deliberately.
Are you sure? Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
See, I'm actually going to come over here and get some of this treasure, too. But yeah, when it comes to picking up items and carryable items, damsels, and pick up and stuff like idols, it takes a little bit of backtracking, but it's completely plausible to just juggle them through the level. Anytime you get to a point where you can't turn back, just turn around and pick all your stuff up and drop it down there before you go. Just be very careful with your damsels. You're not going to kill idols, but you can dang sure kill your damsels. Honestly, I feel kind of bad for the classic damsel. She'd be giving every player more second chances than people have given Final Fantasy. and yet the second they get the choice to trade her for a pug, they do.
Aww.
Poor damsel don't get no love. But hey, I'm a responsible pet non-owner. And I'm a little bit chaotic, so when I do get the Xbox Live version registered, I'm probably going to set it to random just for the hilarity factor of it. Who knows, I might even play, you know, the Girl Green Explorer just to get some of that hot girl-on-girl action. You know you can't wait. Actually, I can't either, but I have to. Because plans and budgets suck. Especially when you're a bedroom-oriented software developer. Well, it looks like we're finally getting somewhere. Might even make it all the way to the jungle. No, I did not just jinx myself there. No, son of a...
What's with that guy?
That? I don't know. Maybe he's got the hots for me or something. I stopped trying to figure that sort of thing out a long time ago.
Too much of that one fucking stupid ass enemy come out.
Another one of those skeletons got me. Oh my gosh, how could I be so stupid?
Oh, by the way, there now is an official sequel to I Want to Be the Guy. It is called I Want to Be the Guy Dead. Hell, the map screen, being in the map screen can kill you.
Like an official, like complete.
Yeah. Yes.
Like a KN developed one.
Yeah, I was literally watching a Let's Play of that yesterday. Before I was like, I'm gonna watch like the other 8 episodes of Vanguard.
Where do people find the time?
We probably have a shit ton of time. Or just did it like
no, that's actually something I'm excited to see. I mean, I kind of wanted to catch Battle Kid for the NES too, but
there's a sequel to that too.
Well, I would hope so. They have the engines in place. That's the hard part. The fun part is the content creation. Man, am I gonna run out of ropes just trying to find the Uja Eye? Oh, that's just the start of the level.
Well, you seem to keep getting ropes out of the ass, but that's just... Oh, wait. Never mind. Yeah,
no, that's bombs.
Well, it did kind of look like it earlier.
There it is. If I'm gonna expend more bombs and ropes, I'm at least gonna get some freaking money out of it, so I can buy it, so I can buy them back.
Fuck.
I got 30 seconds. It's plenty of time.
What does that mean anyway?
Oh, you've never had the
the chill runs up your spine.
Close encounter?
The chill runs up your spine.
It basically means you should probably start heading to the end of the level pretty soon.
Like there's something that's gonna show up and just like leap your face.
Have you played Spelunker? Of course you played Spelunker because you
but
played it here.
Yeah, that was except it was like
what happens every 2 minutes or so? Yeah, well.
Yeah, good, but you can kill get rid of those.
You can't do that in Spelunky. They appear and they chase you down, and you better get out of that effing level.
They're that fast.
Or they're not fast. They're not fast at all.
Okay, then. Yeah,
but they're big, and they will corner you until you get your butt out of the level.
Fucking Big Blue Boo.
Yeah.
Remember that fucker from Mario World?
Yeah, he's like the Big Boo.
Well, wait.
Except he's not shy.
Well, that's the thing. You had because you had Big Blue Boo, and then you had Big Boo. Big Boo was the one who was completely ethereal, and then where you go throw him, and yet he was a boss. Like, and then you have Big Blue would corner your ass, and he's solid. And he's just like, oh, I don't get. It's like he's the shy one. Big Blue didn't give a shit because he's like, I'm ethereal.
Well, I get the feeling getting my win back is going to take me a lot more games. My first one took me about 800 tries, and now I'm back at 26.
Anyways, this is Bacon Man signing off, and you guys keep rocking.